It's going to be a quick update to the text that we were working with before. So let's go ahead and hook up back up to the text.js file. And we're going to add some shadows to the text that we were creating in one of the earlier lessons. So going back into that file, we want to add shadows to the text. And the way to do that is to apply the shadow to the object. So when we're ready to draw, and before we do the drawing, let's apply the shadow using CTX. Shadow, so we do have a number of options here. So first, how much we're offsetting it to the X position. And typically it's just a little bit of a shadow. So where we're gonna offset it, other option is to offset to the Y, and we'll keep them consistent. So we're gonna be offsetting to both positions, just slightly offsetting the text. And also let's add in a shadow blur. So this can be a number of how much blur you want to apply. And I'm going to do a shadow blur of 2 to the elements, and then CTX. And lastly, we need to apply a shadow color. And typically for this, you're going to use the RGBA so that you have some alpha, so you don't have a pure shadow color there. And let's just do a typical dark color and a 0.5 alpha to it. So that applied all of the shadowing to those elements. And of course you can move the shadow over and depending on where you want to move it to, so you can also do a negative value. So that moves it to the left, and if you want a shadow coming up on the top, you can move to the negative on the Y as well. And then depending on how thick you want your shadow or how transparent you want it to be, you can apply the shadowing there as well. And I'll make the text a little bit bigger so that we can see the shadowing in more detail. So go ahead and try this. Open up that text file or create a new text file, create some text, and then add and apply some shadows to it. And you'll be ready to move on to the next lesson.